Hey boys, there is another pile over there. Silly beasts. I've got Gate Lady doing the oil pipes. She's learnt a new trick. We can take life easy, dog. Get our gates opened, we get our oil pipes changed. A lot of dampness and dew this morning, and there's not any sun forecast, so I'm not so sure we're gonna get combining. Fingers crossed a little bit of sunshine appears. We only need half an hour and that would get us going. Just coming to see whether this wheat will combine. Just about 12 o'clock now. You can see it's still cloudy and overcast, and that dew is not really, I think it might be all right now. Yeah, let's go combining. Yeah, it's fine. We're going combining. Probably start at 1 o'clock. Yep, let's go. 1 o'clock, we're making a start. Probably just do this field today. It's only 8 hectares, so we need to stop at 3:30. We're having a wee harvest picnic. There's I don't think I can tell you the reason yet. I've got a photographer lined up coming out to get pictures and whatnot. Tractors and combine in the background, then we'll have a table of food and whatnot. Have a guess why. Put it down below. Why do you think we'll be doing that? Also think we should do it every year. It's quite nice. We're not near the end of harvest, still got a lot to do, but normally when we finish harvest we don't get a chance really to celebrate the end of harvest or do anything, because you're just trying to get cultivations done, get sowing done and get everything in the ground, because it's such a tight window. You just, it doesn't feel like you end harvest. It's just, alright, park that machine up, put another one on, keep going, go, go, go. I think we should make this an annual thing, a wee harvest picnic at some point during harvest. 8 hectares in here, so we'll soon hack this down, won't take long, and then we'll see what the weather's saying. Not amazing anyway. There's rain forecasting. It's definitely going to get rain tonight, but when it comes, don't know. Hack it down. Kev and I had a go at these branches a couple of years ago. It's maybe 3 years ago now. We smashed the forklift window when we were doing it actually. Or maybe just this winter needing to take a few more snips. Get some more clearance. Sunday today, so Jack's about. So he's carting in some wheat. Is he gonna spill any? Is he gonna spill any? I've just realised Jack's just away around there with an almost full load, and there's definitely a soft-ish spot there. Oh no. I'm hoping he's stopped to get a bit of grain and not because he's can't move. Nah, he's just getting some wheat, that's it. You kind of forget. Dunk's farmed here all his days, Kev's farmed on this farm all his days, my dad's farmed here all his days. I know it fairly well. Kind of forget that Jack doesn't know any of these fields, and let him know like potential wet bits or where there could be soft bits in fields and just things like that. We've never really had to think about that before. He's getting on fine though, he's pretty sensible, he's not charging round the corners on the roads, he's taking his time. So we are driving big machinery, you can't just hand it over to anyone, throw the set of keys at them. It's tricky finding people who are 1, capable, 2, want to do the work, and 3, are reliable. We don't notice it too much in the farm, but I know it's tricky. I know other people out there trying to get people to drive a tractor, offering big wages, just the people aren't there, they don't want to do the job, or they're not reliable, they don't turn up. We find that in the farm shop. That's where getting decent people getting trickier and trickier all the time. Thankfully, I do not have to deal with any of that. My brother deals with most of that, as well as Fiona, who does the staffing and employs new staff and whatnot in the shop. So it's definitely a certain skill set to hiring and firing people. Dad said that the other day. He said he's never employed anyone, really. He's never had to go out and find someone. Okay, for the shop when he was doing it, but for the farm he's never had to employ anyone. Everyone's just kind of fallen into place. We bought yard 2 in, what was it, 2011? Round about then. Dunk was working there, has been all his days. He came with the farm. This yard, yard 3, we started farming in 2017. Kev's farmed here all his days. He came with the farm at the same time as our other tractorman, Dave. He retired in 2017, so that worked out perfectly. Kev came on board, Dave retired. Before that, I'm not sure. The Kevs, the Dunks, the born on farm, spend all their days working on farm, the same farm, those people just don't really exist anymore. Yard 1 for us, when Dad was growing up, there would be 12 people working on that farm, and we probably, average-wise on the acreage, probably have about 1 person in total working on the farm. And all the houses round about would have been filled with people who work on the farm. Their kids would have been involved in the farm in some way. They have a lot of farming understanding and knowledge. Gone. That tie is gone. I think that's still quite prevalent in Ireland. Small farms, everyone's kind of, a lot of people involved in farming, kids around farms, still really quite a good community aspect in Ireland. I think most other places, England, Scotland, abroad, across Europe, France has still got small farms, I guess, but yeah, it's all chopping and changing. Oh well. There's Kev ploughing up the back there. It's a bit sad, isn't it? There's a prime example. PX Farms. You've probably seen him pop up on YouTube recently. Big contractor down south farming, I don't know what it is, 15,000 acres, 20,000 acres, whatever it is. And on his kind of tractor and arable side, I think he's maybe got 4 or 5 full-timers. Think about how many people that used to employ 40 years ago. Those 5 people would probably be, well, we had 12 on a 300 acre farm along the road. By that maths, there would be 600 people on 15,000 acres farming. 600 people, an average of 2 children. That's 1,200 children involved in those farms. That's 600 husbands and wives involved in those farms. Oof, just as well I'm 80 kilo. Yield results in this field will not be great. There's a big old patch of Acelia where the wheat got drowned out. Oh, I'm just stalled. When you go from 13 to 12, there's obviously a change in range, and it just, oh, it's awful. Right, photo shoot and grub, all done. Picked out perfectly, we all stopped, which we don't like to do out in the middle of harvest. We've now got back to it with 1 more width in this field, and that's the rain just coming on. So by the time we would have moved to the next field, we wouldn't have got started anyway, so that worked fine. We didn't actually lose any combining time. Sunday, 4:45, and that's the rain started. It was due to start at 5, 6 o'clock, and here it is. Cleaning out both these trailers, because now that we've stopped shifting wheat for now, this barley needs to go into the grain store around there, and it's seed. Don't want any contamination from any wheat that might be kicking about in places. This wheat's all came out of there. That was sitting in the groove there, so we don't want that in through the barley. So that's cleaned out, and then I'll just give the whole trailer a sweep. You can see wee bits up the back there, so we'll get all that swept out. Done. What have you been eating, Baxter? I think I know. Hens arrive tomorrow, so Dad's just been sorting out the feed track, making sure all the feed is loading into it all right. There you go, feeder's full of feed. I'm just checking the water's working fine, getting it set. Hey lady!